Hey guys, it's Roger here with Muskrat Adventures, and I recently had a trip up to Lake Erie, and I was watching how they were rigging their nets up because they were running into tangles and things like that, as I do on my boat, and maybe you do too, whenever you're running a deep net. And so I thought what they were doing was kind of cool, and I thought I'd take a moment to share it with you. And I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know that it's foolproof, but it sure seemed to work okay on the boat that day, so we'll see. But here goes. I'm a little new to this YouTube stuff, so you'll have to bear with me as I piece this all together. But let me show you what I'm talking about. So as I was saying, the problem we have a lot of times, and this is my Monstro Hydro Web 80. And the problem is that net is just so deep. Kind of hard to see there, but maybe back it up a little bit. And so as you move it around the boat and try to get overboard, net a fish, that net seems to get tangled and snagged up on, well, everything that you could think of. That's how I feel today. There we go. Try to get it out a little bit farther and get a shot of it. That's a pretty deep net. And so what these guys were doing was they would take their net. They was using something a little bit different. But basically it works like this. You have a planer board clip. That's basically all that is. And they would take that. I can get all my fingers to work together. Try this again. They would take the clip they have the clip like that, and it has now they had a piece of rubber hose to theirs. The rubber seemed to give it a little too much stretch for me. You can experiment with what you want. But basically what they did was they pulled that net back like so, and then they had it attached to the end of their handle here. For me, I started to do this and I realized it'd be cooler to show you, so I took it back off. But basically I stretch that up there like so, and it keeps that net completely up out of the way. Okay, I won't say completely out of the way, but way better than what you originally had. And once you scoop a fish up in that net, that clip right there will pop free, and your fish will be in the net with a little bit less headache. And if them smaller fish aren't big enough to pop that clip, well, you didn't really need all that net to begin with. They're going to lay inside there, and you'll get them in the boat. Because I don't know if you're like me, but I don't take two nets with me, one for smaller fish and one for bigger fish. I go out hoping I'm going to catch a big one every time. So give me a second here. I'll get this taped up and kind of show you what it looks like afterwards. Alright guys, so for this all I did was I just took some handy dandy black electrical tape and I ran the line underneath it there, and I ran a couple strands around it just to give it a good grip, and then I wrapped it several times to get the line to hold. I'm going to trim that off, and basically what you end up is that line there down to whatever clip you use. I was lucky enough the guys on the boat actually gave me this clip because I was fascinated with it. I'm like a little kid sometimes, but yeah. And so the other thing you want to remember is when you do connect a line, a cable, for me this is just 550 paracord. I use that stuff for everything, and but you want to make sure you attach it all the way down as far as the handle as you can. I could have ran it up on the handle here, but I just went to the edge of it, and what that does, that allows your handle to be retracted up inside there for storage of space and whatnot. And then as you pull it out, it is good to go. If you're like me, you can't afford to buy this stuff over and over again. Try to make it as easy as you can. I don't think I can get my cap off here, but let's see, maybe I can get this one off here. No, I can't. But if you take a look right here, see what that is? That's leftover grape foam. The inside of this net is hollow, and the caps on the end will trap some air. But that clip, that hole right there, will allow water in. And I think it was Doc Lang said a week or so ago that they'd lost the net out the boat, and by the time they got the boat turned around, it was just starting to go underwater, and by the time they got up to it, it's gone. Well, I've tried this out on the water, and it works. But all I did was fill the handle with grape foam. Gives it a lot more buoyancy. The only other thing I would add at this point is I'm going to add some reflective tape. Maybe some around the handle there. Maybe a couple pieces up around the net itself, although that part will probably go underwater. That way, if it's dark and I lose the net, I can find it. Because I'm tight. I want to spend money on other stuff. I don't want to buy the same things over and over again. So, anyway, that's my spiel for the day. I was supposed to be out fishing today. Changed the plans. Couldn't get up getting out on the water, so I'm playing in the boat anyway. So, you guys got any questions? Hit me up. If not, tight lines. Have a good one.